Hey, I'm Emily Fraser from Matching Pool. I hope you all like and follow Sharkstream.
Hi, I'm Lucas Calcifer. Join us on the Shark.
Hello, I'm Jonas Soto, and join us on Sharkstream.
Hello everyone, I'm Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Join us to the Sharkstream. Let's go!
Hello, I am David Alcaide. Join us in Sharkstream.
Hey guys, I'm Federic Horst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hey guys, it's Jason Szolnoki. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
Hi, I'm John Moore. Join me on the Sharkstream.
Hi, I'm Savannah Easton. Join us on the Sharkstream.
Hi, my name is Georgia Georgiev, and you can join us at the Sharkstream.
Hit the lights, Bobby grab the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark 3, going live. You're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Started with semifinal round. Table 1, Hunter Lombardo versus Oliver Szolnoki. About to get started. Bobby Boom Hunt will be here in just a few minutes, and we'll have the match ready to go as soon as they get started. Sure. We are live, by the way. So, if you want to, yeah, you can take this chair. And the only thing I would say is that this. right, everybody, what's going on? Almost ready to start. This should be a great one. Hunter Lombardo coming from the one-loss side after a big, I think it was 9-2, 9-1 loss to Lucas. Come all the way back, winning 3 matches in a row. And now he's trying to get to the finals of this WNT event. He's got a tough match in front of him. Oliver Szolnoki, a 804 Fargo, just won Hill against a tough opponent. There's going to be a race to 11. Whoever wins this is going to advance to the finals. There's one more round going on. Georgiev versus Fraser Patrick. So what I need from you right now is I need you to share. Let everybody know that we are doing the semifinals on the Shark Stream Live. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a great match. Obviously, Hunter's playing really good, fixing whatever issue he had against Lucas, and trying to get to the finals. We are going to be airing both on YouTube and Facebook. We're waiting for Oliver right now. We're probably going to be a couple minutes because, like I said, he literally just finished the semifinals, or the quarterfinals, literally 5 minutes ago, and he won a huge match, 11-10, 2 hours and 15-minute long fight. But they want to get this going because they're going to do the finals right after this. This is unfortunately going to be our last match of the night. For the finals, you got to scan that code up there, and I think it's $10 for the last day. You can watch the finals. But we do have the semifinals for you, and we're excited about it. But we need you to share. We need you to get the numbers up. Not that often you get to see these two great competitors battling out to get to the finals of a WNT event. Hunter Lombardo, local guy from New York. Really good player. Always talk about it. He ran a 7-pack over here against Jason Shaw on table 7 here at Yale Billiards at the McDermott Open last year. I'm going to hit the share button right now as well. So stay with me while I do it. I'm always telling everybody to do it. Sometimes I don't do it. I'm going to do it right now because, again, I am super excited. You got Bobby Boom in the booth giving you play-by-play. And, again, not too often we get to do a semifinals match. You know what I mean? Couple groups. Here to my main page. Of course, I'm in a lot of groups, so this might take me a few minutes, but that's all right. We're just warming up right now as well, so we're good. But again, while we have time, you too hit the share button, share to your pool groups, let everybody know what's going on. We have a semifinal event on the Shark Stream. This is for the Obstocks Memorial Tournament. Winner is going to advance to the finals against either Georgiev or Fraser Patrick. One of those guys will be facing the winner of this one. And, of course, you got Bobby Boom in the booth giving you play-by-play. So don't go anywhere and hit the share button. All right, I'm hitting the share button. I hope you guys are doing the same. Looks like Hunter's ready to go. Maybe asking to put him on the clock, which I don't know what the ruling would be, obviously, because he just finished his match literally, I want to say 10 minutes ago now. All right. All right, again, testing 1, 2, 3. Want to make sure you guys can hear me all right out there. We are waiting for the match to start. Once the match starts, we'll be ready to go live. Expect a lot of fireworks. Hunter Lombardo playing very well of late. And Oliver, who just came off a Hill match. I'm going to see how that plays into it, whether he's tired or if he's in stroke. Again, a lot of these times these professionals, you know, when they play back to back, it's a little different for them. It's not like they're the amateurs where they play back to back to back so many times. So it's going to be a little different. I want to see how Oliver handles it, how he plays. And of course, Hunter had a little bit of break in between his match, but he's going to be ready to rock and roll.
It looks like Hunter is patiently waiting, as you are. The numbers are actually creeping up a little bit. But again, Hunter, really good guy, but I'm sure he wants to get it underway and get it going. But again, Oliver just coming off that big match is trying probably wake up a little bit, get his focus again. He can't come back here and start off slow against Hunter. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Last match we had of Hunter, we had him playing that guy from Maryland, and actually really could have lost, probably almost should have lost. It was Hill, and the other guy shot the 8-ball and scratched cross-side and gave Hunter ball in hand on the 9. Kind of anticipate this one being almost as close, especially being the semifinals. Both these guys are in stroke and ready to go. Be right back. Hey, it looks like we are ready to rock and roll, guys. We are going to be lagging, and then we're going to be starting. Oliver Szolnoki versus Hunter Lombardo. Race to 11 to advance to the finals of the Bob Stocks Memorial Tournament. Yes, this is a WNT added money event. So there are going to be a lot of points for the American Hunter if he can take this down. It's really going to be something if the American can win this one. He's got a tough match to come up against Oliver. So what I need from you guys, again, to hit that share button. Guys, let everybody know the Shark Stream is doing the semifinals live on the Shark Stream. That's free of charge. So hit the share button. Let's get it going. Oliver on the right, Hunter on the left. Hunter using a 7-ball. It looks like Oliver is going to squeeze it out. What I'm thinking. Yep, Oliver is going to break first. Again, this is alternate break format. Race to 11. Whoever gets 11 first will advance to the finals. Play Georgie or Patrick. I'll update on that score as well as we get going. But right now, I just want you guys to hit the share button and let everybody know we are going live right now. I also have a super chat up. And what the super chat is, if you can donate $2, all that does is shows us that you guys appreciate all the streaming that we've been doing. Obviously, we're doing a lot of tournaments and stuff. And, you know, we do pay for those things. So if you can help us out with $2, we'd appreciate it. If you want to do a little bit more, that's fine also. But again, that's totally up to you. Obviously, if you can't afford it, no big deal. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. If you can, it's greatly appreciated. All right, we're getting ready to break. Again, they do break inside the box. Saw Oliver practicing a little bit before we started. His break seems to be pretty on point. Let's see if that continues into the match. Yeah, he does make the 1, and the 2 dresses up pretty nice. The 4 got a little weird behind the 6-ball. Got a pretty steep angle on the 2. He's looking to get under the 4 to get to the 3, maybe. Can't go all the way around because I don't think it gets by the 4-6. You can go underneath it, play in the side of the corner. 2 rails. See what he decides to do with it. I think he's going to just slow roll it, try to get underneath it. I mean, he could try to bump it too. He did try to bump it. He just missed it. Good effort there by Oliver. He's got a good looking safe here. He can roll this cue ball right behind the 4-6 and bank that 3 ball right between the 4-7. We'll leave a lot of distance and hopefully not a lot of room to jump. That's what he's trying to do here. That's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get a little more closer to the 4-6. This is going to leave Hunter, I think, with maybe possibly a reverse cut if he can see it. If not, a pretty easy jump, only about a half a ball. All right, guys, the numbers are starting to grow a little bit. Again, hit the share button. This is the semifinals of a WNT event, and you got it free right here on the Shark Stream. He mass ate it. Nice hit and pretty good leave, too. Going to leave the cue ball on the opposite side of the 3. No real pocket. And even if he tries to bank this ball, you'd have to do a lot of cue ball control to get to that pink 4, which is next. I anticipate another safety coming up. You might be trying to thin it and then possibly break up the 4-6 a little bit. Or trying to get behind the 4-6. Looks like he hit that little, probably thicker than he wanted to. A little thinner, and it wouldn't have came as angled out to keep more straight. Now Hunter's got to figure out if he wants to try to break this up by going one rail or go around it and maybe play a bank behind the 6 or a safety. Again, when you go for the breakup, it's kind of hit or miss if you don't get it perfect or if it doesn't roll to a pocket. Just don't want to leave yourself behind the 6 and have no visible shot on it. Like he decided to play the safety on the 6. Makes the 3. So he wants to cut the pink ball a little bit. He wants to roll it towards the opposite corner, but again, he does not want to make it or even come close to making it. As you see where the purple is next. He wants to leave the cue ball by the corner pocket and the 4 ball behind it. Looks like he went all the way around. It's not going to be terrible, but he does have a 1 rail kick. See what he's doing there, right? Measuring. He measures from here to here. Then he has to take the same distance and go here to here. Then find his point, aiming right over here. Aiming for this line right over here. That shot. Wow. Hit that really good. Phenomenal shot right there by Oliver. Gonna grab his extension. I don't see a shot clock going on, so no shot clock. There is a referee racking, so. Go 1 rail position. At a good angle. He can come down with the cue ball and then back up. You can draw 2 rails, but then you got to worry about the 9 ball. So you don't want to do that. You just want to go a bit straight up and down. Yeah, just like that. Might be a little straighter than you wanted to be. Probably want a little more angle. May come underneath it if he doesn't have enough angle to get back and play the 8 in the same pocket. He can draw a bottom left, go 2 rails as well. Trying to go 1 rail straight draw. You know, it was a little tricky. Didn't quite get it. I thought he was going to cheat a little bit more and get to that bottom rail, let the spin do the work for him. But nonetheless, makeable shot, just real difficult. Position's not going to be an issue. Cue ball is going to go back and forth several times. Also a straight bank if he decides to bank it, but he did go for the cut and goes 3 rail position, roll 2.5. Almost, well, yeah, he got 3 rail position. Didn't want to be on the rail like that. But nice shot on the 8 ball nonetheless. Wow, wipes his feet, but makes a good shot. 1-0. But that I hit the wrong one. Our digital pool 1, not Yale Billiards 1. All right. On to the break. Again, as we discussed, it is alternate break. Oliver draws first blood. Again, I do have a super chat set up, and the super chat is just trying to raise a little money for us streaming. Obviously, the stream costs money, so if you can do $2, greatly appreciate it. If you can do a couple bucks more, that's greatly appreciated as well. Show us the love that you like the Shark Stream and what we're doing. All right, that's not going to be what Hunter's looking for. He missed the one ball in the side and also left Oliver a shot. He has both pockets a go at, I think, but they're both blocked a little bit. The 8 ball's blocking the 1 ball in the side, left pocket, and the 2 is blocking it on the right. He's going to cut it to the left side. If he makes this, he's going to be wide open. And he missed it. Not a bad lead, though. Hunter's got a slew of balls on the bottom right, so he can bank it that way and leave the cue ball up by the 5-6 or even the 9-6. Just put a lot of left spin on that. Even got the 4 in the way as well. Most important thing is you don't want to play the 1-2 and then make the 2 and then you're shooting again, because again you got like 5 balls to hide. You just want to get that 1 ball behind the 2-3 and get the cue ball on this way behind those balls. And he went for it. Great shot. Look at the spin. He's going to get a boom. That was a fantastic shot by Hunter Lombardo. Coming out a little aggressive out of the gate. Going to try to go 2 rail position here. Got to be careful. He's jacked up a little bit on the rail. So he's got to get force behind it. Anytime you get force, you have more of a chance to miss hit the 2. So he's got to follow through with some good stroke here. And watch out for the side. Got a little fortunate, but not out of the woods yet. This is makeable, but the pink ball is in a tough spot. Don't forget, you're watching the semifinals Bob Stock Memorial Tournament. This is absolutely free on the Shark Stream. You got Hunter Lombardo, top American player, versus Oliver Szolnoki. Race to 11. Swing and miss and kind of no harm done. Hunter would have been shooting a long combo if he made that anyway. Oliver has a pretty solid bank here. The question is, can he get through up there to pass the pink ball to get a shot? He does not want to shoot this combo, I can tell you that. Makes it. He's trying to get up there. Not terrible. This might be bankable.
So what are we looking at? Semifinals?
Yeah, this is semifinals. The winner of this is going to advance to play Georgiev or Patrick. 2 Americans in the top 4, which is fantastic to see at the WNT.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oliver's definitely favored, the highest Fargo. But Georgiev's no slouch either. It's going to be a lot of fun, very entertaining. I'm going to update scores on the other match in a few minutes. The numbers are slowly climbing. When you definitely need them to share on the stream, share on the Shark Stream, share on Facebook. This is a semifinals WNT event. What a great shot.
That was a real first cut shot. That was impressive, actually. Look at that. I mean, a deep rail first cut shot.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that, Brian. I mean, he hit that gently. Very nice. Gonna have to do it again, I think.
Well, he's certainly a little bit stuck on the 6, it looks like.
Got to go real first, right? Unless he can hit it cleanly.
He might have a clean.
It does, but
He has enough.
That's a big shot right there. You don't want to start in a hole 2-0 to Oliver.
So let's just recap. So Lucas defeated Hunter Lombardo in stage 1.
Yes.
But then Lucas got slapped by
Georgie
Georgiev. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Georgie.
And Hunter went on a 3-match running winning streak right after that.
So yeah, he's in it to win it.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that little whooping, it kind of lights a fire under you.
It definitely does. Like, okay, vengeance is mine. Good for him, but he's got to come strong to beat an 804 Oliver Szolnoki. What's his name? Szolnoki.
That's a great stroke right there.
Oh yeah, he just had just enough English to put that ball right back in the center of the table.
Not out of the woods yet, though. Not an easy shot to get back for the 8. That's what he's looking at, trying to go one rail, but he's got to be careful not to scratch, but also you got to get above the 9. You can't leave yourself.
Yeah, drawing back 1 rail is an option, but forward 4 rails is a whole lot of cue ball movement.
Yeah, and they're playing for the short side. That's tough. He's going to go with the bottom right. You got to watch the side pocket here. And you got to watch the 9 ball. Wow, he hit that really good.
Z
he got enough.
He just needed a half.
Wow.
Just a tiny bit more.
Nonetheless, great shot. Just not perfect on the position, but well played.
Oh, say right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't matter. You're at this point, this is a bridge and an extension almost. Or a safety. Sometimes that's discipline is the better part of valor, they say. It's like, oh, you know what? Play the percents. Try to lock them up behind the 9, maybe.
2 rails. Yeah, just leave it right at the middle of the other table. You know, just play 2 rails to the middle of the table. Try to get a little behind the 9. Even if you don't get perfect behind the 9, you're still going to leave me a super long bang shot. Almost rail to rail.
Guessing this is a player bridge if he's sitting there adjusting it, trying to get it nice and snug.
Yeah. And again, don't forget, Oliver's been playing for almost 2.5 hours straight. He took a little bit, 15-minute break maybe, but he's played 21 games. He won 11-10.
Wow.
And now he's right back in it. Got to go to 11 again. He's going for it.
He's definitely trying to make.
He makes it.
Now where's the cue going to land? It's going to set up pretty good on the side pocket, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not terrible.
But not the best, but not terrible.
Oh, man, he hit that front point. I thought for sure it was going to come kicking back at him.
We're going to look at that again. Look how close this is to not going in.
Wow.
How does it hit the point and go in?
I don't know. I honestly, I've been playing on our tables for a while, and you hit that front point, and you might as well consider it dead. It's gone. But it slid right. Oh, you know what? Brand new cloth. Sometimes it's a little slippery. So it,
All right, Oliver, 2-0. He's going to be breaking now because, again, as we discussed, it's alternate break here in the semifinals, racing to 11.
I wasn't sure what the tournament format was because some WNTs, once you go single elimination, it's winner breaks.
Yep. Again, that's a tournament director's discretion. It's not in part of the rules. They send you like a million pages of rules. That's just not one of them. That's not in there. Right now, Patrick Frazier's up 2-1 over Georgie Georgiev, and we are 2-0 right here. Right, unfortunately for Oliver, he made a bunch of balls in the break which scratched. Fortunately for Oliver, the 3-ball got weird. So it looks like Hunter's going to try to follow this and make a 2-3-9 combo, which is very unorthodox. You don't see that too often where all right, so that was a wild shot right there.
3-ball combo, yeah.
With ball in hand, Brian. So he scratched on the break after he made 3 balls. And very rarely do you see a 3-ball combo on a ball in hand shot, right?
It's not the one I'd set up for. Look at this, though.
Combo.
A bag combo. Is that tough for you?
How about this shot right here? I'm going to call the 2 into the rail, into the 8.
Into the 8. Nothing but net.
Winner, winner. You might have to bank this one again as well. The win for the
He went for the slice. He's got 4 balls on the table, and there's still a 2-ball. How weird is that, by the way?
It's wild. Wild.
2, 4, 5, 9.
Wow. Like he's going to go with some inside here. Just like so. Don't want to mess around. Coming around 2 rails. Didn't want to hit the purple. He's just going to get to the middle of the table. He might have to go back and forth 2 rails.
Yeah. If it's me, I don't flirt with a 9-ball at all. I just sit there and put a little bit, just same shot, inside a little bit. Try to land around the foot spot. Then he got the 5. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Talk about wiping your feet, right?
I don't think he hit the ball that well.
Oh, he clicked the point.
That was a miss. He hit that into the outside point.
I can't believe that dropped.
I can't either, Brian. Wow.
He's going to go high right. Yep. Come around for the 9. Perfect.
Just like that. 3-0.
I can't believe that pink ball dropped. Hitting that high point like that, that should have just
stayed. Hit it really high in deep shelves. Like
yeah,
had to roll a long way. All right, guys, it's 3-0 here. It's going to get closer. It's a race to 11. I need you guys to do one thing for me. Hit the like.
Calling Andy. We need the hill.
Yeah, like, subscribe. follow on Facebook. If you're on either one of those platforms, like, share, follow, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. We are giving you a free semifinals on a WNT event. Really cool stuff here. Really cool stuff.
Wow, it actually is that quiet. I rebooted the computer and because we had that crash.
Mm-hmm.
I rebooted the computer and nobody's chatting. You guys got nothing to say in the comment section?
Yeah, there has been one comment.
Not one comment.
Not one comment. I don't know if you guys can hear me all right, or maybe you can hear me.
I feel like I got to go open up my phone and make sure that we're still talking. Oh, the mic's hot. Well, if you're out there, just throw it.
No comments.
Not one comment. That's so weird.
Maybe the comment's broken.
No, I mean, Restream's been a little weird lately, so maybe I'm gonna go online.
I mean, you can hear me for sure. I was listening to myself earlier. There we go. Greg, 119743. What's up, man? How are you?
There we go. All right. So yeah, the comments are working. Just nobody has anything to say.
All right. So Hunter dry breaks.
Sean, our friend from Ireland, he says, I just got here. Careful what you wish for. Dude lights up the comments section every time.
I don't know if he can make this 1-5 or not, or 1-4, but again, Hunter's got to break better if he's going to come through in this match, especially with an alternate break. He's going to be breaking at least 3 or 4 more times, but he hasn't made a ball yet. So, but not much going here. I don't think this 1-5, the 4 goes.
The 4 is going towards the first diamond. Actually, about half of that. So about half the diamond.
I mean, you could throw it. I just don't know if you can throw it that much. And what I mean by throwing it, he's going to hit the outside of the 1. But I just don't think he can throw it that much. I don't know what he was pointing to. Oh, he was calling a 9, was he?
That would seem unlikely. Wow. Enough for the. You know what? A lot of players do that, and that's something I started doing too. You tap the table where you want the cue to go.
Yeah.
Sort of like instructional video.
All right, I'm going to go to the air here. Going to go over.
William Roberge, yes, this is live. This is the semifinals out of the Bob Stocks Memorial Tournament in Virginia.
Yeah, there should be
Final
500
4.
people watching.
There should be, I don't know, yeah.
There should be 500,000 people watching. Nice shot. Watch the point.
This is a huge WNT ranked event.
Yeah,
If you're not listening to Scott Frost on the main channel, then you should be listening to us. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that leave. Use the 9 as a little backboard there and get himself locked up behind the 4. By the way, which one's been? In order to make sure that 3 doesn't wiggle. Clean hit. Nice leave. Look at this. He's going to snuggle up behind that 5 ball just fine. Oh, actually, maybe the 2's exposed a little bit. 7's actually hanging in there, though. Carom shot. Wow, you don't see that very often. 2-7 carom. thinking, do you go for the cut shot or you try to leave the cue behind the 9? Percentage wise, I'm thinking you leave the cue behind the 9. Wow, what a cut shot with position. He's kind of stuck to the rail, so he's got no left or right play here, but he's still got a pretty decent shot at the 3. Maybe draw it back for a shot at the 4, because if you start wiggling around, it's going to get weird. Yeah, straight draw. Nice shot. Yeah, this is going to be our last stream of the night. And if you want to access the digital pool recordings for all the matches to date and the final table, check out that QR code in the upper right corner. On the other semifinal table, on table 8, currently being streamed by Scott Frost, and the digital pool all table access is Fraser Patrick and Georgie Georgia. Fraser's up 3-2 so far. But a nice slice.
Very nice slice by Hunter. He needed it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Down 3-0, 3-1. Here we go, and he's breaking. Brian can put the brackets in for you, Derek, if you want them. But again, there's only one more match going on.
This is a semifinal, but I can send you a link to the bracket. Let me put that right up there. There you go. I just put the bracket for stage 2. You could just, if you click that link, it'll take you right to the bracket viewer, and it'll take you right to the semifinals. Match room break. Boom. 1 in the side.
Oliver's been almost perfect. Hunter is not so far. That's
in terms of breaking, yeah.
Big difference in the match. Again, one more time, guys. I'm surprised the numbers aren't really jumping up. This is a semifinal on a Sunday afternoon. Free stream right now. I know, not 2 most popular players in the world, but you got Hunter Lombardo, who's a great American player. Oliver's an 800 player. There's no reason why we shouldn't have 200 people watching minimum. So hit that share button. Let everybody know what this is all about.
You set up for the 3-8 combo. I'm combo blind, so I never would have set up for this. I'm saying you didn't get a notification, and that might be accurate because we did 2 live streams for Sarah Archer today because of the crash. And sometimes if you do 3 live streams in a single day, YouTube doesn't send out notifications, but that might be a reason. Seems unlikely though.
Cover with a pretty simple position here. One rail right spin, maybe 2. Yeah, let's go 2.
That was 2 rails all day long based on that angle you had. But now same thing, a little low right, and you should be pretty much anywhere. Unless he scratches, he should be pretty much anywhere in great shape for the 9. Pretty close to ball in hand position. That'll take us to 4-1.
All right, Hunter, 3 balls away from pulling to 4-2. He's got to get his break together. Obviously, got to finish these 3 balls, which I feel he will.
Sorry, I realized I left my cues out on table 3 to the public.
Oh, nice. That's,
And
that's good to do on a Friday.
Not a smart
night pact.
Not a smart move. So I just had this moment of panic. Like, wait a minute, I got to go check on my cues. Fortunately, this is a pretty good family situation. So nothing,
cameras everywhere,
and we have 75 cameras or some damn thing in here. It's yeah. But cameras only good after the fact. You got to be proactive. So I went out and grabbed my cues. Well, Hunter just made it 4-2, I believe. Oh, thanks, TTMD Billiard Streaming. Says, great job covering the tournament. All your team does, promoting the sport. That's what we do here, man. We're always trying to promote the sport, of course, and we do thank everybody that's tuning into the Shark Stream. Make sure if you're listening right now, hit the like button, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and definitely turn on notifications. We try to bring you the best content we possibly can. According to Wikipedia, if I just did a quick Google search, Sean. According to Wikipedia, Fraser Patrick is a Scottish former professional snooker player from Glasgow. So I think it might be the same dude, and he's in the top 4.
Pretty good run out here. All he's got to do is make this 2, navigate around those balls to get on the 3. He's got to really come 3 rails.
That's all he has to do.
Yeah, he's got to avoid the 8, the 7, the 4, and the 5, Brian.
That's all he's got to do.
Let's see. He might come inside, which is really tough. Tougher shot, but he got through 2. He got through him.
He did it.
The 9 doesn't want to tie up, though.
Yeah, that 5's now a little bit cloudy.
Yeah, but he can easily pop that cue ball up high side, and then he can run the cue ball into the 5 or into the 9 to open it up, I believe. He's looking at now, maybe playing it. If he gets it perfectly straight.
Well, he actually wants this position on the 4 after he plays the 3. Because that way he can bump the 9 and play the 5. See what I'm saying?
Yep. Did we hit the button for Hunter or no?
I don't know.
Let's hit it to him.
Give it to him.
That break and run was sponsored by Taom Billiards, the best chalk in the industry. If you need any chalk, gloves, or a max rack,
That was for
check
Hunter.
out TaomBilliards.com.
And we might have to do another one for Oliver if he gets on this one, Brian.
We're going to find out in a minute because he's got to knock this 9 out and still stay on the 5. That's not a small task.
Yeah, he could easily just bump that 9 ball.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to roll into the 9 either way. It's just a matter of the speed has to be perfect.
He's got to go easy. That's it. He doesn't want it to go hard and come back and bounce in front of it. They are, but again, now we got a little too close to it. That's what I was worried about.
The problem is even if he does successfully cut this 5 ball in the corner, that cue ball is going to go flying around the table.
Yeah, and then no control. It's just going to go, who knows, back where it is almost, actually. You could easily safe him up here, though. Going for it.
I mean, that's kind of where it's going to head.
Yeah, something. I think it might come, like I said, one more rail. Yeah, yeah.
Hit the 6 right in the face.
And then that's not going to help him.
Yeah, you're basically taking your chances with it. You know, it's like, okay, pool guys, please bless me.
Yep. This is a big shot right here because again,
huge.
Hunter gets back to 4-3 and he's breaking. He just broke and ran.
I got to be honest. If I'm at the table right now, I'm thinking put the 6 in the middle of the short rail and put the cue up top. That's where my head's at. Literally. Went for it and he got it. Wow, good.
That pocket is very.
These pockets are forgiving as
this
hell.
one right here.
We've seen several shots that should not have gone in that pocket in particular.
So he hit the last time he hit the outside,
hit the high point. Yeah,
it went in. This time he hit the bottom and it still went in.
Very
shot.
very
shot. We'll take it. Shot.
It's funny just listening to the jukebox today. So we had the Sarah Archer tournament, and it was 48 ladies that were invited to this invitational tournament. And it's just been interesting to see how the jukebox has been affected. And yet the tournament is over and we're still listening to Taylor Swift. And
what was the final score of that Stacy Barbell match?
5-2.
It was 2-2 when I left, and Stacy walked away with 4,000, right? Well, she got half Calcutta.
Well, she got half her own Calcutta, so about $3,000. Yeah,
not bad. Not bad at all.
It's not a bad weekend's work, right?
Nope. Oliver looking good here. 5-2, race to 10, race to 11. Sorry, looking pretty good. Yeah, you kind of are a Swiftie.
No, I don't like. So Danny plays all the Swifts. I play, a little J-Lo, a little Rihanna, a little Beyonce. It's more. That's Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, that's more my speed. But yeah, Tay-Tay.
From Whitney Houston. How about that?
I will go all the way back to Whitney. Somebody's got to dance with somebody. All right, rack number 8 coming up. Is that Oliver?
All right, he did break and run last time. He needs another one in a worse way.
Oh, it's Hunter. Yeah, so Hunter needs
Actually,
a big.
That was a break and run for Oliver. He banked the 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, he missed the 1, but he made another ball.
And he's in the center of the table. That's actually a good thing.
This is makeable with position, Brian. This is makeable with position. Don't expect a safe here. I expect an aggressive shot.
You think he's going to go for it?
Yeah, I think he's going to try to cut this and get that cue ball. He wants cue ball hit right around the second, third dot of that bottom rail and come all the way down. Taking his time here, so he might be going safe now. I thought he would just get up and play it, but maybe he sees something a little that I don't. And he did try to go 2 rails, though.
Going pro side and the 6 is going to mess up.
Yeah.
I feel like I need Sean Canty's phone number just so I can text him and say, hey, we're going live. We need a little color commentary here. Jukebox getting all emotional, and when the repair guy asks what's wrong, he says it's fine. That is That is on point, sir.
I like the cue ball behind the 5-9.
Yeah, I like burying the cue behind the 6 right here. Send the 2 up table and then kind of dig in behind the 6. Yeah, actually, you could do the same thing. 2 up table, bury the cue behind the 5 and the 9.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's even better.
That's what I'm thinking.
Smart.
Obviously needs to really pay attention with fine detail here because
Does he send this 2 up guy this way?
2.
The cue goes this way.
Yep. And you can go 2 rails if you want to slide it just a little bit. A little bit of that draw left on it. Oh, we got,
got the double kiss. I think it's going to work, though.
It is. Going to be happy. And Oliver's probably just going to pop over this like
Yeah, these guys bust out their jump cues. No problem. Thing is even if he jumps over this 5 and hits the 2, I don't think he's making it in the side. So he's got to be thinking a jump safe almost.
There's a thin cut with a jump shot. Going for the jump bank. How about that? That's where he's aiming. See where his finger is? That's where he's going to be aiming.
He's going to go
he's
for
kicking.
Jump
kicking.
Kick? Are you serious? So,
yeah.
If I read that correctly, it's going to intersect the rail right around here.
That's where his aim is. I love that mirror concept. I explain it to everybody. It's one of the lessons I've been using for years, and it's cool to see all the pros use it.
Ow. And that's how it works.
How about this shot? Brian puts the X, and Oliver takes it down.
Yeah, that simple trick can save you some aggravation at the table. It actually works pretty well.
It just takes the guessing out of the way.
It helps you visualize where do I need to hit this right.
Takes the guessing out of the way. He's got the stick right here, Brian. He can put him right on that 7 ball. He wants to lock him solid.
Didn't do himself any favors there. I think as a straight pool player, I would have hit that with a little bit more speed and a lot more draw, because it would have it would have caromed off the 7 and found its way in this direction if he had done that. But that's something you get from playing 10,000 hours of straight pool. Like, it's going to bounce off a ball just like it would bounce off a rail. You don't think about it that way. You think it's just another obstruction.
It's a big shot right here. It's very makeable. 1 rail position, even 2 rail position. Got a big angle, but you just got to make it. There it is. Good shot.
Clean as a whistle.
Oliver's going to be tough to come back from, down 6-2, opposite alternate break here.
He's going to bump the 9 here a little. And this is another straight pool lesson. It's like, okay, yes, you're going to make the 5 and you're going to bump the 9, but it won't matter. You still have plenty of position on the 6, and the 7 is just dying to fall in.
Yeah. So is Oliver, was he one of the Polish guys in the Expo? I think he was, right? The final
No,
four?
he wasn't one of the final 4.
He wasn't? Okay.
Not in the Philly Expo, no. I don't think so. I remember the 4, but I don't.
3 Polish guys.
It was 3 Polish guys, yeah. But I don't think one of them was Oliver.
Well, this Polish guy is taking it to the.
Oh, here we go. The Poles are just coming around. Like I said, the 7's dying to go in. Now he's dead in on the 9.
He doesn't look too old either. Looks pretty young.
I'm going to go with early 30s.
No. Yeah, definitely. I'll take the under, Brian.
You think it's under?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's Google that.
Meet the Pro. Yale Billiards, Shark Stream. We got Meet the Pro. He's going to be on there at some point. How old do you guys think he is? Put it in the chat.
All right. I have his birthday.
Yay, I was right.
You had the under, which is correct.
Yeah.
But you weren't off. I wasn't off by much. I said
No,
early.
you weren't.
I said early 30s. He's 29.
Correct. That's what I took the under.
He's 29.
Yep. Is he 29? When was his birthday?
I did the math.
When's his birthday though? Just making sure.
According to Wikipedia.
No, he's not. He's not 29 yet.
6 May 1997. So he's 28. Fine.
There you go.
Fine, he's 28.
There you go.
He'll be 29 in May in like
There you go.
2 weeks. No, 1 week.
Oh, he's Hungarian, not Polish. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's yeah. We did look that up earlier.
One Hungarian.
We looked it up. Yeah, it was one Hungarian. He is definitely
my
Hungarian.
fault. Thank you very much for that.
Looking out for the flags. Yeah, he's Hungarian.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, see, SKI is Polish.
So can you go back to Georgie?
How do I go back to Georgie? You want to score?
Update? Yeah, scored update. Because Georgie's
getting his ass handed. I'm sorry, his butt handed to him.
Yeah, they found 6-2 against Patrick Fraser. How about that? From Great Britain. Great Britain.
I think that might be Scotland.
Scotland. Okay. One of Jason Shaw's proteges, maybe. Right there. Scottish. I gotta start watching some Friends with Flags on Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, that's Sheldon Cooper's.
Yeah.
Dr. Sheldon Cooper's Fun with Flags.
Fun with Flags. Yeah, there we go. I gotta watch that. Get caught up.
Get caught up on all your flag knowledge.
You gotta love the concept when he's doing that show, right? He's doing Fun with Flags. He didn't care how many people were watching. He just did it because he wanted to do it.
Probably had one person tuned in.
Yep.
And it was even funnier when he
look at this stick. Oh,
that is a black belt in self-defense right there. Having said that, no, yeah, and that I'm a huge Big Bang Theory fan, and I've seen every episode probably 20 times. Having said that, though, yeah, he would do it if there was one person tuned in. Then he did a live show, and it's like, okay, let's do a live Q&A kind of show. And I'm saying this out of love, Bobby, but the only ones that dialed in were his friends, and they were asking about their love lives and relationships, and Sheldon got so upset.
Oh, I remember. I seen it. I'm a fan of the show. I watched it.
It's so great. He's like, okay, let's just hang up. Okay, it's a Kripke again, or it's that other dude. It's so funny. Rajesh.
Yeah. All right, jacked up. This is a tough ball to hit. Might get on the way back if he misses, though.
He's got 2 chances at it.
He got it. Is it going to stay up?
It's going to be wide open here.
I don't know. It's close. Get your little protractor out.
Let me get my little thingy going here. See, I'm looking at the left side of that 7 ball. I think he's got enough of the 3 to pocket it.
I mean, the pink's right there. It doesn't have to go very far. So interesting, fun flag fact. The national flag of Nepal is the only national flag that is the world that is not rectangular.
That actually came up on Big Bang Theory as well. It literally came up on Big Bang Theory as the only flag that is a triangle.
That's awesome. He literally... All right, he was able to make it, just like Brian said, and he's got a clean look on the pink ball on the side. He's want to go forward here to get to the purple. Just hit it with some high spin. There it is.
What's that? You want to sit next to Bobby?
All right, Hunter Lombardo. Hunter Lombardo. Little straighter than he wanted. He's going to have to really sauce this ball around to get on the 9. He come to the bottom side. He rattled it. Oh, he might get a little fortunate with the lead, but man, oh man. Or maybe not. Wow. quarter turn of events. Instead of him 6-3, it is now going to be 7-2. Oliver ball in hand, 2 balls away. Going to play a little one rail position. The Hungarian pool player looking pretty good to take a 5-game lead here with 2 balls left on the table. And he set up perfectly, almost dead straight. Great job by Oliver. There it is. It's kind of cool watching all these pool players from all over the world. They get to learn the flags and learn the nationalities. I obviously know a bunch of them already, but it's good to get it. There's so many of them out there. Get to learn and educate myself, if you know what I'm saying. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Bobby Boom giving you play-by-play. Brian was joining me. He stepped out for a few minutes. We're racing 11 here, and then we're going to call it a night. You can watch the finals if you want to scan that code up there and pay for it. I'm not sure exactly what they're paying for just the finals, but it's been a great event. Lucas Casaverna got knocked out last rack. Georgie Georgieves in the semifinals. He's doing pretty well. He's down 6-2 right now, but he's doing pretty well in this tournament. Jesus Atencio did not make it to the single round elimination. Neither did Tyler Steyer. Kind of shocker, if you ask me. Both of those players were likely favored to make it to the top 3, top 4. But you know how this pool game is, especially on the I shouldn't call them big pocket tables, but 4.5-inch table. These guys really know how to make balls. All of them. Doesn't matter who you're playing, what country they're from. They all know how to make balls, run out.
Oh, Oliver got another one while I was gone.
Yeah, Hunter missed the knee ball. He got a little, not straight in, but he got a little weird on it, so he had to sauce it.
Yeah.
He boxed it out. It's amazing, too, because he boxed it out of the pocket that was taking everything.
The bottom left pocket that was just slurping balls in.
Yeah, he boxed it in that one.
That's impressive. Hunter's on life support here. He needs what is it? 9? Oliver needs 4. That's actually not quite terrible, but alternating break. That's tough. That's a tough hill to climb. Doing a little player break here.
Mm-hmm. All right, here he goes. Hunter to break. Understandable taking a break after the miss. You got to break right away with alternate break. And
yeah, at some point you just got to sit there and say, oh, okay, I need a minute.
Mm-hmm. Hunter again, not making the one ball. He does make another ball again, but
he's not making the one on the side, but he's getting something else. Yeah, he's
not at all.
He made what? The 8 ball I see is gone. 1, 2, 3. The 6 ball is also going. He made 2 balls, but not the head ball. I actually I subscribe. I understand the matchroom break, and I understand the wing ball break, especially when you're using a template. But I'm still old school enough to be like, hit that head ball as freaking hard as you can, and leave the cue in the center of the table. Something will help.
You're talking about a Earl or Shane break.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, he makes a great shot, but didn't get the roll he wanted. He wanted to roll it all the way down.
He caught the point on the side pocket.
You want to read Sean's comment or no?
Sean, as someone who got divorced about 1 year and 2 months ago, I totally appreciate that comment. In fact, I love it.
All right, Hunter on the 2, the blue 2. Everything's wide open after the 2. Is he going to try to spin this in?
Yeah, you
Is he
gotta be
play
careful.
safe?
The percentages aren't there. The spin in, it looks like it's about a quarter inch off the rail. The spin in, you'd have to literally hit it about that far.
Can we go to the overhead?
Can we go to the overhead on our live stream? No, I don't think so.
Digital Pool's going to have that soon, though. They're going to have 2 cameras for everybody.
Where did you hear that? I'm curious because I haven't heard anything like that.
I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Not 100%.
They're going to set up the lighting with the cameras on them?
Pretty sure.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yep.
No, I'm in love with Digital Pool lately. We've had a little bit of a time there in the beginning of the year, but now the tablets, the scoreboards, the cameras have been working pretty well, flawlessly. We just ran a triple bracket tournament here. This is the Sarah Archer tournament this year, and
flawless.
And everything seemed to work pretty well. I only had to open 1 ticket to get one thing straightened out, but it was the tournament director's fault. It wasn't their fault.
Yeah, and we're also streaming way over there in Virginia, and we're streaming here. Watching.
Yeah, this is taking.
Bloody match has been great.
This is taking place in Virginia, and they said, hey, if you want to syndicate the side tables, please do promote the sport. So,
the referee's watching for the hit. I think he's going to try to safety this ball to rails. Or he thinned it. Nice shot.
The ref was probably concerned that he might go between the 2 and the 4 for the make, and that's a valid concern.
Absolutely.
But no, yeah, Digital Pool has been awesome, and the syndication for bringing pool content to the world.
Yeah, like I can't wait because we can look up the logistics
awesome.
tomorrow, see exactly if people watch the tournament or not.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Streaming, and the Joss tournament. I'd like to see about that too, right? That was all table streaming, right?
Joss, I think I don't want to get into the crazy details, but because Mike Zuglin does his his tournaments on a big giant piece of paper.
Nice hit.
We only had Digital Pool coverage for those that chose to do so. We didn't have the actual tournament run by Digital Pool. So no, the Joss Tour did not have recordings, except for when somebody walked up and said, hey, I'm Christian Cabrera, or I'm Brian Brennan, and typed it in.
All right, we'll have to make sure we fix that for next one.
Well, we tried to. At least it was having some kind of issue with the laptop, I guess. I don't know.
I like this off the 7.
We'll figure it out.
I like this off the 3 or whatever, 3 ball, 7 ball.
For the Sarah Archer tournament, every single match is recorded and every single match is live streamed.
Yep.
So that was pretty awesome. And, it's funny because we only had, we didn't have our greatest numbers because, it's a local tournament. We had a lot of people. Sean tuned in, and we had a few fans and things like tuned in. But I'd like to think that a lot of people were tuned into the Digital Pool all table streaming.
Great shot.
Because it's like, oh, I don't want to watch this main table. I want to see my friend Danielle playing over on table 12. So they tuned into table 12. Bobby himself did it. He was sitting here in the booth with me when we were doing the Sarah Archer tournament. I'm watching this feature table on table 4, and he's watching his daughter play on table 1.
Absolutely. Gotta love it. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what Digital Pool's bringing to you. That's pretty special. Great shot there by Oliver. Not out of the woods yet, though. He's got to really sauce this ball to get back for the pink 4. I mean, he could probably.
I think he could probably just play a little bit of a follow and inside.
Yeah, I could do that too.
And get on the 4 up the rail. Start throwing draw in there. You start introducing. Yeah, he drew it. But now he's gonna be hating life.
Be perfect.
Well,
not perfect.
All right, it worked.
Yeah, now he's got.
There was such a tiny percentage of success from that angle.
Yep.
A little bit of follow inside probably would have been. He would have had a 6-foot runway.
Yep. Yeah, referee's gonna watch this as well.
Just making sure he doesn't double hit.
He's gonna slow roll this. Wow, nice shot.
Yeah, that
nice touch.
That was going to be clean no matter what. John, I'm going to write down all these things because I have a lot of thoughts, especially in the last year and a half of my life. You have given me inspiration, sir.
Didn't Sean sleep?
I don't know when Sean sleeps, to be honest. I've been broadcasting at 11 o'clock in the evening, our time, which is 4 o'clock in the morning, Sean's time. And he's still there. But he does talk about whiskey. So maybe
when I do my post, like Meet a Pro at 8 o'clock in the morning, he likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not sleeping. All right. Nice out there by Oliver. He takes a commanding 8-2 lead. He needs 3 more to advance to the finals. And again, we're not going to be able to stream the finals, but you can watch it on Digital Pool.
You can go support our guy, Scott Frost, the freezer. He's going to be doing commentary for the final table on. No, he said he was doing both days. I don't know if he's doing the finals.
I thought he it's the way.
Typically the finals, I don't know, but he said he was going to be commentating all day Saturday and Sunday. So I'm assuming. And you know what happens when you assume. And there's food.
All right. Oliver's score didn't add up yet, but he does have 8. That'll update any minute. Again, Oliver is absolutely crushing the 1-ball break. And that's kind of the story of pool. The European players and the people outside the United States, they just kill that 1-ball break way better than 99% of the Americans do. The big problem that we have, and we have to fix it. And Insomniac,
I get about 3 hours a
night. Nice.
Well, we're glad you're spending your time with us, Sean.
Don't think he can see this 2-ball, Brian. And if it comes off the rail, I don't think he's going to make it because it's kind of frozen to the rail here.
Spite of this, yeah. That's not looking good for the one railer. Unless he has a little masse to it.
He did do a masse earlier, so he does have it in him. Here he's going to go. How often? We don't see this too often anymore, Brian.
I do it once a night, once a rack.
On TV, though, we don't see it.
On TV, you don't see it that often.
Nice.
We crushed it.
All right, folks, for you at home, this is called a masse shot. The way he's jacked up. Watch the cue ball curve around the 9-ball. I'm sorry, around the 7 to get to the 2.
Wow. See that measle ball spinning when it gets there? That means he did it right. So it's basically a masse as a draw with side spin. And that ball will curve like a baseball pitcher throwing something, what is it, a screwball or a curveball?
Absolutely. It's the law of physics. That's what it does.
It doesn't change
line, Brian.
It doesn't change physics.
Hold my beer.
It takes advantage of physics.
It took your straight line and said, hold my beer.
True enough. I'll show you what I think of your straight line.
Great stroke right there. Great stroke. Yeah, it was a great shot, especially from distance. Yeah, the longer you are, the farther away, the harder it was. And he spun that ball perfect. And now he's a good chance of getting closer to the hill here. He's got to get a little weird on the 5 because he's so straight on the 4. But again, he can just kind of stop
it right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little distance. That's all.
Take your lumps.
Yep.
That basically is like, all right, well, now I got to make a 5-ball cut.
Yep, and he's great at doing these 2 rails. He did
these 2 rail shots. Yeah, exactly. One off the right rail, 2 off the left rail. He's going to be locked up on the 6 pretty easy, or at least he'll make it look easy. When you're staring at a 9-foot table and trying to hit down right on a cut shot,
yep,
it gets a little trickier. For that thing I was saying about making it look easy.
Great.
That shot took a lot of technique.
And you can see when he was pointing, as Brian too talked about earlier, he was pointing to where he was going to hit it on that rail. And he hit it perfectly right where you want it.
It's actually something I've started doing in the last couple of weeks after watching the Philly Expo and a couple of the pros. I watched at least 5 pros, they would literally tap the table right where they want the cue to go before they plan their shot.
Yep.
It's just it's a technique that helps you visualize, okay, here's where we're going after this. And I started doing it, and I started landing the ball better. I'm making better runs. It's actually something I think everybody should do. Just literally just before you even begin the shot, tap the table where you think it's the key, where you would love to have the cue, and then plan your shot.
Can we get an update on the semifinals, the other match?
Semis.
Georgie was down 6-2. It was a race to 11. I don't think you're going to count him out. I think he's going to tighten up a little bit. All right, 8-4. A little better than here. So Georgie needing 7 before Patrick gets 2. Well, 3.
3.
2 on the hill. There's another event as well going on over there in California at Oscar's place. One pocket right now, Shane Van Boning versus Tony Chohan.
Yeah, I was getting some comments about that earlier, and it's interesting to see where they're going with that.
All right, here we go. Onto the break, down 9-2. Again, this is the 1 ball. That's the whole story of the match. He's going to go back and watch this match and be really upset with his break, because I know this guy breaks and practices, and to him to miss probably, I want to say 80% of his breaks is not going to be good.
Well, it's definitely something to work on. When the break is so important in a lot of these matches, yeah, if he's missing that frequently, then yeah, it's a little, yeah. I don't have the payouts for this tournament. It's not listed on Digital Pool, so I have no idea. Sorry, James. We'll go with $1 million. No.
Oliver is trying to put some left spin to get away from the pink and have a clean shot on the 2. Doesn't have to hit it hard. Just roll it to the inside. Just like that.
Oliver is steady as a rock right now. All right, so now here's where you want to be left-handed, by the way.
I agree. And when you're right-handed, you get all aggravated when this shot comes.
Oh, he's got the extension. He's going to grab a bridge. He can shoot left-handed. It's like, what? Is that hard for you?
Yeah. I think
it's literally a stop with an inch and a half a draw.
I think that's what he should do. That's exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to go on a limb and say third is going to be about
he literally
500 to 3,000. Third, fourth.
Third, fourth is probably in that ballpark.
And I think first will be like 8 or 9. Yeah, now we can just kind of sauce this ball back. It's a little straighter than he wanted to be.
Oh, he's got it off the rail far enough that he can actually jack up a little bit and draw it back, like literally do one of these moves. We stunned it. Well, that's look at that measle ball spin. He was trying much left on that.
Trying to get that ball to spin more to the left. He just hit it a little too flat. This is really tough. I mean, the purple ball, is he going to try to stop it and leave him that window between the 6 9?
That window is so tiny.
Looks like it, though. No, he's trying to drop back. Yeah, that's probably the best play.
And the 8's going to help him out.
Yeah, when you're struggling like Hunter is, that's what happens.
It's like, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
I missed.
Yeah.
I crapped on you, and not my fault. Sorry, bad.
Yep. Hunter might be able, if he get this thin, I think he can come around 3 rails and maybe get behind those balls if he can get 3 rails. If he can hit it, actually, is what I'm saying. Or maybe thin and come down 1 rail. I'm not sure how much of the ball he can see, if any. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, you're watching the semifinals right now of the Bob Stocks Memorial. Great event here right now. That's down to 4 players. Georgie's and Patrick and Oliver and Hunter, obviously. Whoever gets to 11 first is going to advance to the finals. And that's all we got. Hope you guys enjoying it. And Brian, what do we do? About 4 or 5 matches this week, maybe? Not even. I know
from the Bob Stocks. Yeah, we did about 4 on Friday and probably 1 or 2 today, I think.
Yeah, we didn't do any yesterday, right? We couldn't.
Nah, we were doing Sarah Archer.
And then we did
that sounded weird. We were filming Sarah Archer's.
Yeah. And then we did the stream. No, that was Friday night. I was hoping to do one Friday night, but we ended up doing the live cast.
Well, you had to do the Boom and Freezer Q&A, and then
then Scott broke the light. I can't wait to get that video. Yeah, I can't wait to watch.
Calamity happened. Yeah, I get it.
All right. Unfortunately for Hunter, that lined up in the pocket. He's gonna have to thin this ball, come around 3 reels.
I'm thinking 2. Did he get him all the way? Wow.
Well, 3 reels, just like that.
I did not expect him to come behind that.
He actually came a little too far.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to try and land right around here, but is what it is.
And he's going to run into the 6.
He's going to bang the 6 after he hits the 5. That's no doubt. And he could play the 5 safe.
He's up 9-2.
I don't let my foot off the gas. Do you?
Yeah. That's the first one that hung on him there.
That's the hanger. And that's the pocket that takes any.
That's the first one he hung in that pocket.
That takes any pocket, any ball. I don't care if I'm up hill 0. I don't take my foot off the gas. I mean, I don't take chances. I just play the same exact shot I would have played if it was 0-0. It's so deep in the pocket, though. It's almost tough to get position. You have a like 90 degrees to hit that 5 ball into the corner, but because of the way it's so deep in there, the cue ball is going to come out weird, no matter what you do. Rail firsted and came out to the middle of the table. Middle of the table is never a bad decision.
Balls away from pulling a little bit closer. Don't be too.
He got so straight. He got so straight again.
Yeah, you're not going to be happy with this.
It's one of those bad habits you got to get out of. It's like, okay, I need to get straight in, but no, your best play is always an angle.
Watch this cue ball spin.
Yeah, I'm over for shots.
All right, tough shot on the 9. Great shot on the 7 to get to the 8. And buries it. Got to watch the cue ball, though.
As long as it doesn't die. Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
I did say you got to watch the cue ball, Brian.
Watch that cue ball.
Man, oh, man.
And the ref's going to come out, spot the 9, and give ball in hand back to Oliver.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If I'm Hunter, I'm feeling the same way. It's like, you know what?
You don't see that too often, though, when they say
accept my ball in hand on the 9.
Yeah, but you don't see him. You don't get it too much, but you don't see him giving the backs up too much. Wow. All right, here we are, 10-2, guys.
10-2.
Doyle Brunson's favorite hand in poker.
That's right. That's the Brunson.
Yes, sir.
The dolly.
Yeah.
And deuce. The worst hand. Well, the 3rd or 4th worst hand in poker, but that's the one he plays every single time. The dolly. 10-2. 10-2 offsuit specifically. right, so Oliver's on the hill. Hunter is he needs 9 in a row.
Alternate break.
And alternating break. So the fat lady's warming up. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Oliver is breaking perfect. Almost.
He's smashed the one ball every time.
Yeah, and look at this. If this doesn't get in the way, he's gonna.
Cue in the center of the table, one ball on the side. I mean, that's perfection when it comes to matchroom breaks.
The 3 got a little weird on it.
The 3 did get a little weird. That's the only problem ball. Well, it's a big problem.
He's got a nice angle if he wants to try to jack around, break it up, get behind it.
I'm loving seeing Taom on all these jerseys, by the way. I think Taom's making a big push. And one of the funnier things that I've noticed around the pool hall is that we have a big bucket full of chalks for people to use. And half the time you go to a table, everybody's using their personal chalk. It's their
Unbelievable.
I mean, generally it's Taom here, of course, but you see Predator chalks, you see a couple other chalks out there.
Alex Paguline chalk.
Paguline, absolutely. But it is kind of interesting, like seeing like how does Taom is primarily a chalk manufacturer, right? They make racks, and templates,
hats, shirts, magnets, tips. They do a lot of good stuff.
They do a lot, but primarily
bread and butter.
The bread and butter is the chalk.
Nice shot right there by Alex.
I've been playing with Taom chalk after playing with Master Chalk for about 30 years. I started playing with the Taom, and now I'm kind of hooked. I got one on my hip and one in my bag just in case.
Yep. Nice hit. This is makeable. Cue running to the 7. All right, guys. Great job. 100 people watching. People getting out there watching. I'm sure there's somebody from Hungary, right?
Hungary. Got some Hungarians. We got some Hungarian Americans. We got
hands out there. Watching Oliver. Oliver is my great nephew's name. When he went to Vegas with us for my brother's wedding, it's his grandson, and at 2.5 years old, blonde hair with a mullet, was the talk of the town, Brian.
I saw those pictures. That was a solid blonde mullet. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, not sure what to do here. Got the straight bank.
My own internal demons and voices in my head would have been like, I got to grab the clippers. But all right, you do you.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun. A good time. All right, reverse bank. He did. He went for it. He's like, I'm down 10-2. I'm doing it.
You got to take a swing, right?
He did, and he's going to pay the piper.
3-9 combo for the win?
No.
Come on now.
No. It's just stop.
No, you gotta run it.
No. I say it's less than 3 rails, or 3 rails is the number. If you want to go over under for the whole one.
He's absolutely going to just play the 3 in the corner, the 4 in the side.
He hasn't a rail yet.
There's
That's what I'm saying. 3 rails is the number.
It's a nothing burger, but it would have been.
But if he gets out of whack, you may have to go 3 rails. But I use a rail here. Nope. He's going to use 1 here.
Love that draw stroke.
He's going to use 1 of my rails here, Brian.
Love that draw stroke.
Yeah, it did good. The 28-year-old from Hungary is 1 rack away from advancing to the finals. He controls his nerves.
Oh man, he got himself the 8 into play here.
I don't think so. I think he can draw it out.
He can draw it out and go 2 rounds for the 7.
Yep. I think he's got enough stroke and enough of the ball to get the guts of it where he can avoid it. Almost hit it at the first stop. Yep.
Look at that. Stun left.
A little short. But he's okay.
No, he's great. He's actually, I actually like this position better. That means he's going to land the cue ball probably over here somewhere so that he can. Oop.
No, I think he's going to keep it a little up higher.
I think he's actually going to go underneath. But
it's a little.
I would go underneath.
Yeah, going.
He's going high. Okay.
Yeah, the reason you go underneath is just so much room for more air. You only have 6 inches of play. This way you have, 4 feet. Now 1 rail position.
Yeah, he's depending on whether he likes inside or outside, he's either going to end up here
Yeah.
or here.
Yep. There it is. All right, this is it. This is for the advance to the finals. And Hunter's going to make him shoot it. Hey, congratulations for Hunter Lombardo coming in third place.
Hunter comes in third, fourth.
Yep. And Oliver
moves on to the finals. I'm going to go look at the viewer. I think he's playing. It has not been determined yet. Fraser and Georgie are still playing.
8-6. Wow.
We can't go look and we can't go see. So if you want to go check it out, scan that code in the top right corner of your screen. You can check out the main table, find out what's going on for the semis and the finals. What else is there, Bob?
Yep, that's it. And thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. And stay tuned for the Shark Stream. We got a lot more big things happening. Of course, the Boom and Freezer show. Big things as well. Stay tuned. Enjoy pool. And that's all you got. Bobby Hilton here from the Shark Stream. Give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, our gold sponsors, Brunswick Billiards. We are the Brunswick Arena on the Shark Stream. And of course, McDermott Cues. Then we got our silver sponsors. We can't forget those. We got Taom Billiards, Salotto, of course, Yale Billiards, Simonis Cloth, Wayne Harriman, the Sandman, Pro Fitman Billiards, Andy Gow, Aramith, Letman Lights, and Carbon Magic Cleaner. And of course, we can't forget our local and bronze sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. They've been with us for a long time. K. Morgan Painting, APA, Jacoby Custom Cues, Sigma Wear, Organic Ink Tattoo, Dynamic Pressure Washing, NM Billiards, Tommy's Tattoo Supply, Pool Table Magic, and of course, Vacuum Leaks. Thank you guys all for your continued support. Appreciate it.